Good day everyone and welcome to our class today. And today's video, we are going to tackle about the digital literacy skills in the 21st century. This lesson will focus on the digital skills and digital literacy as response to the 21st century developments. Now, majority of the millennial students have grown up with technology. They practically have a better understanding of how to use a tablet, iPads, cell phones, and laptops than anyone else. This implies that they have what we call as the digital skills. However, the big question is, are all students digitally literate? Well, when we say digital literacy, it is refers to think critically about how to use digital tools, acquire information, and demonstrate ways of working in environments that are globally competitive as well as possess 21st century life skills. In other words, digital literacies are the individual's capabilities to be able to effectively and responsibly function and perform in a digital society. In the teaching and learning context, digital literacy is an important competence. In school, it has become a buzzword which refers to the ability to access, process, understand, utilize, create media content using information technologies and the internet. Now, what are the varied digital literacies? First, we have the media literacy. It is one ability to critically read information or content and utilize multimedia in creatively producing communications. Second one is what we call the information literacy. It is locating information from the web and interpreting while evaluating its validity in order that it can be shared. So it's knowing if the information is valid or not. Next one is the ICT literacy. It is knowing how to select and use digital devices, applications, or services to accomplish tasks requiring the use of the internet. The fourth one is the communications and collaboration, or one's capabilities in able to participate in the digital networks and the teaching and learning context. Next is what we call the identity management, is being able to understand how to ensure safety and in managing online identity and foster a positive digital reputation. Next one is the learning skills, are ways of knowing how to study and learn in a technology and addressing the need to learn efficiently. And the last one, but not the least, is what we call digital scholarship, is being able to link and participate in professional research practices. One important component of digital literacy is having an in-depth understanding of concepts requiring core skills. These core skills are known as CS or Cs of the 21st century skills. So, the 4 C's of the 21st century skills refer to, first, the critical thinking. Second, creativity. Third one is communication. And lastly, collaboration. To perform well in this century, you need to develop and enhance these skills, namely creativity, critical thinking, communication, and collaboration. All of these 21st century skills are essentials for students to do well in school and succeed in the workplace. So the first one is critical thinking. So what is critical thinking? It is learning how to solve problems. It teaches students not to accept immediately claims without seeking the truth. It is the ability to differentiate facts from opinions and not only just learn a set of facts or figures, but also discover this for the sake of knowing what ought to be. The second one is what we call creativity, which means requires students to think out of the box and to take pride in what is uniquely theirs. It means that they will be able to add a problem from multiple perspectives, including can propose multiple possibilities and alternatives to address a problem, and the need to take calculated risk. Creativity encourages students to think beyond the expectations of conventions. However, creativity may not ensure success all the time, but it may lead to another direction that can actually be a better way of figuring out how to solve the problem, those that others may not see. Next is what we call the communication. Makes students express their ideas in the clearest and organized manner through varied moods, face-to-face, technologically mediated or blended medium. They need to know how to efficiently and clearly convey ideas. And the last one is what we call collaboration. Happens when students know how to work well with others to accomplish a given task or solve a problem at hand. This is a 21st essential. When students are made to work with others in a pair or in a team, they are given the chance to practice how to relate with others. They may be working with classmates they do not really prefer to work with, but with guidance, you can teach them to tap on the capabilities of each member of the team and collaboratively achieve the goal. Eventually, when they leave school, they will definitely see the need to know how to collaborate with others in order for them to accomplish a job, and you have prepared them for it. In other words, collaboration teaches students that groups can create something bigger and better that you can on your own. In addition to the 4 C's, there are citizenship and character. Citizenship is known as citizenship in the virtual world. This is making the person consider the norms and rules that are in accordance with what are sociably and virtually acceptable. As a result, one is projecting a reputable digital identity, which is her or his character. Next one is the digital literacy skills versus digital literacy world. So here we have the digital literacy skills versus digital literacy. So digital literacy skills are required in the wired world. These skills vary from text to images to multimedia. Future teachers who will be handling students considered as tech-savvy should equip themselves with competences and fluencies needed to handle the fast emerging tools and applications that should be able to handle even artificial intelligence. Now, here are the 8 digital literacy skills identified by Lynch in the year 2017. First is coding. Coding is a universal language, basic understanding of HTML, CSS, and the like will create a shared understanding of what can be done with the web pages. The second one is collaboration. The use of Google Docs, among others, allows students to begin experimenting with effective online collaboration. Number 3 is what we call the cloud software. This is an essential part of document management. The cloud is used to store everything, from photos to research projects to term papers and even music. The fourth one is the word processing software. Google, Microsoft, online Dropbox are available for storage and management solutions. Number 5 is screencasting. A screencast is a video recording using the computer screen and usually includes an audio. On the other hand, when you take a picture on the screen of your computer, It is called a print screen. Both can be used in explaining topics as well as providing a visual support to clarify what you are thinking. While the print screen is a picture. The screencasting is a video screen capture, which is a great way to share ideas and is easy to use for novice video creator. Number 6 is what we call personal archiving. Students should be taught the concept of metadata, tagging, keywords, and categories to make them aware how are they presented online. Number 7 is what we call information evaluation. Critical thinking to weed out fake news is a crucial 21st century skills. The use of tools and skills needed to process information are very much needed. So, we really need to know how to evaluate the information in the online or in the internet if it is valid or not. And lastly, the use of social media. Social media serves different purposes depending on the user, the technology, and the need. For example, students should realize that Twitter can be useful for staying current on the latest news in the field. Now, it is important to remember that students and teachers should not only be proficient in how to use digital skills or technology, but they need to see the information and media technology to find, evaluate, create, and communicate information requiring both cognitive and technical skills. So here are the examples of how digital skills or proficiency supports digital literacy. So it is not enough for students to know how to send an email or text, but students should know how to evaluate the appropriate digital channel for online communication with peers, teachers, and parents. Next, it is not enough that students know how to use Microsoft Office or Google, but students should be able to know how to identify the benefits and drawbacks of each digital tool. Second, students should know how to evaluate critically which tool is most effective for the project at hand. The third one is that students is not enough to know how to tweet, posting to Facebook, uploading a video to YouTube, or posting a photo to Instagram, but students should know how to navigate the social media safely to protect oneself. Also, students should know how to identify hate propaganda and fake news. Lastly, students is not enough to know how to research from the World Wide Web, but also students should know to evaluate the information online. Is the site legitimate? Is the author an expert? Is the information current or dated? Is the idea neutral or biased? So, in conclusion, developing digital skills among students is not enough, but they also have to developing them. That's what we call as the digital literacy skills. So, I hope you learned something on our discussion today. Good day and goodbye, everyone.